What's up, gang? Case here with our in-gym strength work for Monday, November 23rd. We've got 3 sets of 10 front rack reverse lunge. It'll be all 10 on one side, right into all 10 on the other side. After that, we've got 10 tall kneeling press per side. So in both knees down position, toes touching behind, full extension at the top, really reaching active shoulders, really focusing on that core throughout that movement. So we're progressing from the step ups that we did last cycle. We went into a lunge complex for our deload week just to work that hip and leg in some different angles. And then this week, we're going to be going heavier and for higher reps for this hypertrophy cycle. So with that front rack lunge, I want you to really focus on that setup today. Meaning, if my core isn't braced, if my elbows aren't high when I start, it's not going to get better as I move. So as we set up on this today, I'm going to demo without the bar to start. Hip width stance, pull your head to the ceiling, squeeze your quads, butt, and belly. And then once you feel that tension, that's when I want you to start the rep. We're keeping those elbows high throughout. Tapping that back knee, check yourself in the bottom while you're warming up to make sure that you're maintaining that midline tension throughout this movement. If your chest starts to fall, if we start to arch our back, give yourself a moment to regain that position. If you're still struggling, then let's drop weight. On those, weight today, we're using a new guidance system for this hypertrophy cycle, and it's going to be to simply leave 1 to 2 reps in the tank for each set. So not necessarily hitting the same weight across, not necessarily building. You're going to see how that, you're going to do some warm-up sets and then see how that first set feels. If you feel like you had more than a couple reps left in the tank, then you should move up before that second set. If you feel like you were right on the money, you can stay where you're at. Or if you feel like that first set was way too hard, maybe you didn't get all of your reps, then drop it back down before that second set. So playing around with those weights as we're hitting these higher rep sets, the direction that we're going to give you is at the end of each set, have 1 to 2 reps left in the tank. After that, you'll superset with that tall kneeling press. Just reminder on our checklist for our setup here, knees are slightly wider than our hips. Toes are touching together behind us. Shoelaces on the ground. From here, it's butt tight, belly tight. That's going to pull the ribs down, and we're going to tuck that chin back slightly. As we press overhead, same theme as with that lunge. I want to make sure I've really got that core initiated in the beginning, because if it's not in the beginning, it's not going to happen through the movement, and it's not going to happen at the top. So check yourself at the top each time. Make sure you're reaching for that active shoulder, getting that straight line from your wrist down to your knee, and then giving yourself a moment to make sure your butt's tight and your belly's tight at the top. As we come down, one thing I want you to watch out for, don't let that elbow flare out to the side. That elbow should stay just slightly outside the line of that dumbbell. Same thing on those, 10 on one side, right into 10 on the other side, and then same guidance as those lunges. I want 2 reps left in the tank. If you need to, make adjustments in between those sets. Good luck on your strength work, and we'll see you back soon for our Metcon.